Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a pullover that I bought from JCPenney. It was on the clearance rack. It cost $1.99. So our favorite LOLcow, Ask Anna, now known as Anna Amos, just put out a new video. I have not watched it. We are going to do a live reaction. Let's see what happens. It's called Don't Smile at Strangers. So let's see what's going on. All right.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Ask Anna. I just put together a new desk. I'm trying to show it. It's like a L shape.
That doesn't look like a desk. It looks like how you make your money. That's what it looks like. But okay, nice desk. Sure.
And Reaper's doing his thing. Sorry it's been a minute.
Yeah, like she hasn't put out a video in well, I'm gonna guess it feels like 2 months. That's what it feels like. Because we have reacted to almost all of her videos. I want to say there's about 4 videos we haven't reacted to just because they look stupid. Well, they all look stupid, but
I was going through just a really weird week where I was having all of these realizations at one time. But the main thing that I want to talk about is look at you. Just had a baby. The main thing I want to talk about is that not everyone is a good person, and
well, okay, so not everyone is a good person. Now, remember, because it's been a while since she put a video out, she's a stripper. So when you work in the sex industry, you are not going to be surrounded by good people. It's just how it is. Good people do not buy or provide sex. I mean, other than if you're in a relationship, but I mean like for money. So like OnlyFans girls, Twitch streamers, e-girls, none of them are good people. And the men who are their, tier 5 subs, not good people. Okay.
most people don't have your best interests at heart.
Really?
I've been struggling with this because I have felt like I've been too cautious of people.
Oh, God.
And I'm 23 now, but when I look back at who I was 5 years ago, 4 years ago, like 3 years ago even, I was so outgoing. It was so easy for me to make friends.
Now, you guys remember, every single time she talks about her interactions with someone, it's never good. And once again, we have reacted to almost all of her videos. So we've probably done, I mean, I'm just going to guess, but let's just say we've done like 20 videos. And so in all those videos, every single relationship she has been negative. And then every single person she meets, she has met from the strip club. So, yeah, okay.
I had no problem talking to people in public. No problem talking to people in lines. Like, I just was very chatty everywhere I went. And now it's like I have a fear. I don't want to say fear. Yeah, I do actually. Now I have a fear of doing that because I just don't know how people will react. And maybe that was like...
You do know how people are going to react to you, because every single time you've talked about interacting, whatever, with people, it's turned out bad. It's, like she'll date a client and then it'll go good for 2 months, then it ends up bad. I don't know. So, and remember, this is a person, her channel is giving advice. And my advice is you do the complete opposite of what she does, because you are probably a normal person, a normal, just average person, average Joe, average Jane. There's only 2 genders, so the average person is not a stripper. The average person doesn't go to strip clubs. her worldview is from that, unfortunately. And remember, and I always say this, remember she was trying to tell us about how to budget her money or our money, and she said something like 3,000 minus 1,000 is 1,000. I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
2020 and now times are different, but I don't know. I'm going to try my best to explain it, but
Okay.
this past week I was just really struggling because I was thinking, like,
Uh-huh.
why am I so introverted now? Like, does that make me a bad person? Like,
Why would you think that? Why would you think that? I'm introverted now. Does that make me a bad person? Would an introvert be a stripper? I don't think being an introvert and being a stripper, like, I don't think that's possible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've never danced on stage, but I, I don't know.
now I just kind of assume everybody's going to do the worst. And I ran into this man that I know, and he's very positive.
Sure.
And he always speaks positive things about himself. He always says to himself that he's beautiful.
Sounds like a drag queen. I mean, I'm just assuming if she has a positive guy in her life, he probably reads school books to kids. Just saying.
That everybody loves him. Me personally, I don't agree with it because at my core, I don't respect who he is and him living in the delusion that everybody likes him, even though it's nice words to say to yourself.
Is this another example of a woman being mad at a man because he's happy with himself? This could be an example of a woman being mad at a man because he is happy with himself. Because women don't like it when men are happy. Hell, women don't like it when women are happy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And then also, it sounds like she's talking about herself, right? It does. Living in this delusion that everyone likes you.
He just deals with too many people to just not be wary of somebody backstabbing him. Like, I'll give you another example.
That
Like,
sounds like you,
yesterday
though.
I was driving and our next to me slowed down. And this happened like a lot within the past week, just when I'm driving, people trying to talk to me. And I just didn't even smile at them. And they were slowing down, and it's like, well, am I the bitch for not even smiling at them? But then
You got to stop caring what other people think about you. Well, obviously she doesn't care what people think about her because she's a stripper, but then at the same time, she does. She's a walking contradiction. That's why she is the worst person to give advice. She is a great example of what not to be. She's like a living life lesson. But and also, I'm shocked her channel only has 650 subscribers because of some inflation. I'm surprised that there's not already like, you know, whatever, 5,000 people sub to her channel. I don't get that either, but whatever.
it's like, I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, am I gonna smile at you once and you follow me?
Oh,
Like,
God.
is this gonna be a short little interaction? Is this gonna
God.
be you trying to get my phone number because it's just
I think she's a paranoid schizophrenic. She might be.
you wanting to be validated by a pretty girl? Like,
Okay, stop it with that. Is she pretty? You tell me. You tell me if she's pretty. I think. See, but I know her. Okay, so she's a stripper. So that automatically makes her drop a lot. A lot of points on the scale, okay? Because there's a lot that has to happen to make a woman a stripper. And that background, that baggage is not worth having in your life. So I'm going to have to say she's a 6. And I know. I know what you're thinking, but she's a stripper though, okay?
Like, you know, I just, it's not, it's not really safe to interact with people anymore.
Okay, crazy person.
And even my best friend, she was telling me about this yesterday. She was just saying about how she interacted with somebody at like a coffee shop and she asked about one of his tattoos and she made a joke about it. And then he told her this like really traumatizing story behind the
Oh
tattoo.
God.
But it just seemed like he needed somebody to listen to him. It just doesn't feel safe to talk to people, you know?
Then shut the fuck up and stop talking. That's all you gotta do is stop talking. Delete your YouTube channel, delete your OnlyFans, delete your TikTok, uh, quit your stripper job, get a job at a library. There's no talking at a library.
You know, it's just like you open yourself up to so much, and assuming that most of the people in the world is good, I just think is stupid, really. And yes, we should be nice to each other in Southern hospitality and everything, but smiling at each other and you know, they like say, oh, smile at strangers, talk to strangers, but you just don't know what you're opening yourself up to. And this last week, too, I was like, wow, I feel like
Maybe like I don't know. Maybe she did shrooms and she's still coming down. Like, is she really venting on and on about? Well, it's called "Don't Smile at Strangers," but is this? What has she become? I don't know. You know, she needs to change her name to Damaged Anna. Okay.
I don't have any close friends, like not like I did when I was in college. And to be fair, I've just moved into my place like 7 months ago. And then I had like a few friendship betrayals in that time. And
Oh my god. Like she's living in a real life K drama. The betrayal she's talking about is she dated clients. There is nothing good. Okay, imagine you're a woman, okay? You're a stripper. Okay, so you're giving this guy a lap dance. It gives you, I don't know how much it costs, whatever, $20. Okay? And after you give him a few dances, he's like, hey, you want to go on a date? Like, come on. You think that's going to be a good relationship? So, yeah, I guess you got betrayed, I guess.
I haven't really wanted to open myself up to that again. And I feel like in some of the relationships I have now, there's like weird stuff going on. Like there's just imbalances, like whether it's like money imbalances or if it's like an ambition imbalance.
Okay, we can learn from this. Stop comparing yourself to other people. See, this is the Instagram problem where, you know, when people post on Instagram, they just post the highlights of their life. And so then people like her look at it and go, oh, I guess I'm not doing too good. Or, oh, I'm doing better than this person. It's like a competition. The only reason why I have an Instagram is because attention whores post and I get to look at, you know, the good stuff for free. And, you know, I randomly post like cooking, except like I don't do like the after picture of what I cooked. Like I take a really 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 close up pic, so like you can't tell what it is. So like I think one pic, I was like I was whatever like grilling onions. So I took a really 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 close pic of it, and it actually looked like I was in a smoke filled room because it was just all smoke and white. But anyway, uh, she constantly, and we've seen this in other videos, she's constantly comparing herself and talking about power dynamics. And so I think this is her cope. She probably feels powerless, and every time she talks about men, she usually associates money with men and not anything else with men, you know, because she's had videos on how to get money from men and stuff. So I just think this is her cope. She's mentally damaged. If she would just stop being a stripper, her life would be so much better, and she would attract just so many, just anything would be better. Like the people she would attract if she would just quit being a stripper would be amazing. her life would be so much better. And like she talks about how she has to be a stripper to like maintain her lifestyle. She lives in Atlanta. The price of living in Atlanta is cheaper than most places. She can get a smaller apartment. It's just her and that dog. And then like if she starts acting right and just has a regular job, a man would totally take care of her because her greatest value is being able to have children. She's 23. She's fertile. Do you know how many men in their 30s and 40s want to have a kid? And so she'd be perfect for them. They would totally take care of her. But no, she's got to be a stripper. No man of value is going to be with a stripper. That's just how it is. Only like, scumbags.
And I have seen so many things that it's like I want to catch it before it even starts. And I'm very picky with who I choose to spend my time with. And
You're a stripper. You spend a lot of time with a lot of creeps. I don't think you're picky.
believing everybody is good to a certain extent is fine, but like people are going to turn on you.
No, the people you associate with are going to turn on you because you associate with people who you've met because of the sex industry. You frigging moron. I don't the level of stupidity that comes out of her content blows my mind. Her mouth, her mind, whatever you want to call it, her videos, whatever. It blows my mind how stupid this person is. Your foundation, her foundation is being a stripper. Okay? So you are starting out in you when she opens up her front door, she's opening up the gates of hell and she's walking out and go, "Hey, how come my neighbors suck?" Well, it's because, you're living in hell. And I'm not even trying to make it a religious thing. It's just that when you surround yourself with shit, you're going to attract, rats and flies. So it's like, stop being a stripper. I don't know, work at Starbucks. Meet a crazy leftist soy boy, but it's better than some like scumbag you're going to meet at a strip club.
And if you see the signs early, you're the one being stupid to tell yourself that you need to stop like jumping to conclusions. Like you have, what is the word, an intuition, like you have your intuition for a reason. Like the things that you think and you feel are there for a reason. You're not being crazy. I was dealing with like a few mean girls recently, and it's like I could feel it and I didn't know how to get rid of it because
I bet you these mean girls are just fellow strippers she works with. And they're probably fighting over who's going to take the 9 o'clock slot. That's what I'm assuming. Who's going to take the 9 o'clock slot? Because at 9 o'clock, well, that's when usually everyone comes in, but that's when people usually have the most money. So it's like, the way now, it's going to sound like I'm an expert on strip clubs. I am not.
I was like, maybe this is all in my head. Like, why do they hate me? And I think like sometimes it's really just an envy thing, and it's okay to be jealous of people. I get jealous of people.
She keeps thinking everyone's jealous of her. I mean, who? I mean, so, you got the 9 o'clock slot one time. I mean, come on. And I know, women don't use logic. And I've seen those clips on X where it'll be backstage at a strip club and they're just fighting each other. But I don't know, whatever.
And I feel better after I like admit it to myself. But then having other people be jealous of you, and then you're just like, why does this girl act like she hates me? Easiest way to fix that is make her think that you have a crush on her.
Worst advice. Okay? If someone doesn't like you, avoid them. I don't know what else to say. If someone doesn't like you, if someone is mean to you, avoid them. Okay? I don't know what else to say. Like if someone is always mean to you, you know what that means? It means you're always around and you're like if take yourself out of the situation. Now it's different. The person's like following you home. Like you go to Burger King. Oh, you're here too. Okay, well, okay. I understand some confrontation right there, but it just sounds like this is work drama because the only women that I recall her talking about are women that she works with. And so this must be a money thing because I'm assuming every woman that works there is the same as her, where it's like men are associated with money, and so she probably gets because once again I don't know. I am not a strip club expert, but they have a lot of girls there, and so if a guy isn't sitting by the stage, and I don't know what kind it is because some I don't know the rules because like some serve alcohol, some don't, but all of them have a food court. So if there's a guy eating food, you'll have strippers like walk around and like interact with the guys and make small talk with the guy to get the guy to think, oh, she likes me, and the girl offer the guy a dance, and the guy thinks, oh, she's just being friendly, but no, you got to pay her though, and so like you'll have like I call them sharks, like 5 or 6 sharks swimming around the strip club, looking for guys who aren't focused on the main stage, just kind of off. But anyway, I sound like I've been to a strip club. I've never been. In fact, I've never even been outside.
That's it. And then she'll just be flattered. Like, I've done this to several people last week, and I have no more problems with them. But yeah, like, just thinking that you're introverted or that there's something wrong with you for not having more people around you, or that maybe there's something wrong with you socially. There's not. I think there's just a lot of hurting people in today's world.
Wait, but there's a lot wrong with you socially. But okay.
And I think for some reason people feel more comfortable putting that on strangers.
What the fuck are you talking about? And I'm just letting you know, the problem is her because I don't recall her ever talking about having one good relationship. But I'm just going to assume it's not the 8 billion people on the planet. It's probably her. Like because in her life everyone's bad. Everyone's whatever two-faced. It's got to be you. And then she even gave a perfect example. If someone doesn't like you, pretend you have a crush on them. And then she said she did it like 3 times, like last week. Well, that's not a good. That sounds like a fake person. You know what? If you're a fake person, maybe you would attract fake people. And then since you're attracting fake people, I guess after a while, they act like themselves. And then you get thrown back because like, oh, you're being mean to me. Well, no, because they're being fake. But you're being fake too.
And I mean, I do it too, but it's just, I don't know. I just think it's scary, and not everybody's a good person, and you should.
Wait, you just said everyone's a bad person. What the fuck? Worst advice ever. Okay, like, what's a good name for her? Dr. Nil. It's the opposite of Dr. Phil. Dr. Nil right here.
I shouldn't feel like a bad person for not wanting to interact with other people. That's it. That was my talk for
That talk was horrible.
today. I'm super excited about this desk, though. I want to start a Twitch, and I've been doing my best to start it. The only thing is,
Wait, she said she was going to start Twitch like 4 months ago. Okay, now I'm streaming live on Twitch right now. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I'm streaming on Twitch and recording this. It's not that hard. I think I stopped it at the right time. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, Anna.
I have like a 2015 MacBook and I've been trying to update it, and I had to like clear all this space on my MacBook for the update. It's like the Monterey, and I have like the 10.15 version.
I have no idea what you're talking
the
about.
Catalina or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So I'm like, I think 2 versions behind.
Okay.
And my computer's the last one on the list. Like, 2015 was the cutoff. So I'm trying to do my best to update that. It's taken forever. Like, I've like tried like maybe 5 times to update to Monterey. Uploading storage, or like putting it on a hard drive, all my stuff, external hard drive, then trying to download it,
Right,
and all
right.
these problems.
Right.
So we're getting there.
Okay.
Bye.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So, that was horrible. Just every video she does, it's the same thing. And this just sounded like a person trying to like hype themselves up or like make themselves feel better. But that's what a lot of her videos are. It's like her own personal therapy session. But the only thing, listen, if you're watching and you're a stripper and you want to have a better life, stop being a stripper. If you're a woman and want a better life, and you happen to be in the sex industry, leave that industry and your life will become 100 times better. Okay? If you have an OnlyFans, stop. Do something else. Your life will be 100 times better. Her video was called Don't Smile at Strangers. I really don't know what this video was really about, but that was the title. Anyway, I'm done reacting to this crazy person. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.